हेलो स्टूडेंट्स, वेलकम टू बायोलॉजी क्लासेस। आज हम देखने वाले हैं वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक्स फ्रॉम द रेस्पिरेशन चैप्टर। वी हैव ऑलरेडी डिस्कस अबाउट ग्लाइकोलिसिस, एसिटाइलेशन एंड Krebs cycle. We have seen the products of these three processes. Now we have also seen NADH2 formation takes place in glycolysis in reaction number 6. But this NADH2 which is formed during the glycolysis in cytoplasm or cytosol unable to enter into the mitochondrial matrix. So in this lecture we will see how that NADH2 which is formed in the cytoplasm get utilized in the mitochondrial matrix or in electron transport chain. So let's start. You can see here this is the NADH2 which is present in cytosol or cytoplasm, and this NADH2 form in glycolysis. Now, when this NADH2 donate the hydrogen, this dihydroxyacetone phosphate receive the hydrogen and it will become the glycerol 3 phosphate. So what will happen? NADH2 donate the hydrogen received by dihydroxyacetone phosphate and it will become glycerol 3 phosphate. And this reaction is catalyzed by enzyme known as cytosolic glycerol 3 phosphate dehydrogenase. So you can see here reaction is carried out in cytosol, hence name of the enzyme is cytosolic glycerol 3 phosphate dehydrogenase. And then this glycerol 3 phosphate enter into mitochondrial matrix through the transporter. So here you can see NADH2 cannot enter, but glycerol 3 phosphate can enter into the mitochondrial matrix because of presence of its transporter on the membrane. So now when this glycerol 3 phosphate enter in the mitochondrial matrix, so now it will donate the hydrogen, and these hydrogen are received by the FAD, and FAD will become FADH2. So here this DHAP receive the hydrogen will become glycerol 3 phosphate. Here glycerol 3 phosphate donate the hydrogen and these hydrogen are received by FAD and it will become FADH2. After the donating hydrogen, this glycerol 3 phosphate will become DHAP again. So when DHAP receive the hydrogen, it will become glycerol 3 phosphate. It enter into the matrix. It donate the hydrogen and will become DHAP. Again this DHAP enter into the cytosol. So this is called as glycerol 3 phosphate shuttle. And you can see here enzyme mitochondrial glycerol 3 phosphate dehydrogenase. So name of the enzyme is same, but on the basis of location you can see the very little difference. Here cytosolic and here mitochondrial. So that is only difference. Enzyme function is same, so to remove the hydrogen. Then next one is malate aspartate shuttle system. So in malate aspartate shuttle system, you can see here same to the glycerol 3 phosphate shuttle system. Here also oxaloacetate receive the hydrogen from the NADH2. So this is the NADH2 which form in a glycolysis, and this NADH2 will become NAD after the donation of hydrogen. Means NADH2 donate the hydrogen will become NAD, and this donated hydrogen by the NADH2 received by oxaloacetate, and this oxaloacetate will become malate. So oxaloacetate receive hydrogen from NADH2 and it will become the malate. Now you can see here transporter is present for the malate. Again this is the cytosol. This side you can see the mitochondrial matrix, and this malate enter into the mitochondrial matrix and then it will again donate the hydrogen. So malate donate the hydrogen with the help of enzyme malate dehydrogenase. So enzyme name is same both side. So when oxaloacetate will become malate in the presence of enzyme malate dehydrogenase, and this malate remove the hydrogen or hydrogens of the malate get removed by the malate dehydrogenase enzyme, and it will become oxaloacetate again. But when this oxaloacetate means malate get converted into oxaloacetate, so there is no transporter of the oxaloacetate, so it cannot return back, so it has to get converted into aspartate. So this is not amino acid. but it can be amino acid when amino group added with the oxaloacetate. So when amino group get added with the oxaloacetate will become the aspartate, and this is called as transamination reaction. So amino group is required, and this amino group get transfer from the glutamate. So glutamate release the amino group which received by the oxaloacetate, and oxaloacetate will become the aspartate. So here amino group acceptor is oxaloacetate and amino group donor is glutamate. So amino group from the glutamate received by the oxaloacetate, and it will become the aspartate. Now after removing the amino group from the glutamate, it will become alpha ketoglutarate. So this is called as transamination reaction, and this is catalyzed by enzyme aspartate amino transferase. Now there is a transporter present for aspartate on the membrane. So transporter for malate here and transporter for the aspartate here. So aspartate can enter again into the cytosol through the transporter, and this aspartate again get converted into oxaloacetate. So aspartate is amino acid and this is not amino acid. So to convert aspartate into oxaloacetate, amino group should release from the aspartate, and this aspartate release the amino group which get accepted by alpha ketoglutarate, and with it will become the glutamate again. So you can see here glutamate transfer the amino group to oxaloacetate, it will become aspartate, and here aspartate transfer the amino group to alpha ketoglutarate, it will become glutamate, and this aspartate will become oxaloacetate. And again when another NADH2 is there, so that hydrogen are received by oxaloacetate which will become malate. So this is how hydrogen of the NADH2 get transferred into the mitochondrial matrix. So directly NADH2 cannot enter into the mitochondrial matrix. For this kind of the transport of the hydrogen, there are two different shuttle systems can be carried out, such as glycerol 3-phosphate shuttle and the malate aspartate shuttle. Why it is called as malate aspartate shuttle? Because malate enter into the mitochondrial matrix and aspartate exit, hence it is called as malate aspartate shuttle system. So this is about how the hydrogen of NADH2 which is formed in cytoplasm get transferred into the mitochondrial matrix, and how that NADH2 is utilized in the electron transport chain. In the next video we will see now how that NADH2, FADH2 are utilized in electron transport chain and how ATP will form. So this is about shuttle system. So thank you for listening.